Okay, we're back. Just ranked. Or as I normally say, what do I normally say? Hey,
Something
guys.
creepy. I don't know, something creepy.
No, I usually say, all right, we're back. The four guys you're used to seeing. I'm Dick. This is Jimmy, Joe, and Chris. We are Just Ranked. And we are a music podcast that ranks our favorite, top, best, whatever you want to call it, songs of a predetermined topic.
Wait, that's what we do?
That's what we do. Tonight, we are doing 90s R&B. Interesting for us. 90s R&B, you ask, why would you do that? I will tell you why.
Because it's great fucking music.
Yes,
Fucking
other than
awesome
that,
music.
the 1990s are often called the golden era of R&B. This is part of my intro. A period where the genre enjoyed mainstream success and artistic innovation. This was a time when artists experimented with production, songwriting, and vocal arrangements, giving birth to chart-topping hits and classic albums that continue to inspire. The decade also saw R&B's crossover appeal, with artists achieving global fame and collaborating across genres with iconic vocal groups. The 90s were dominated by legendary groups, powerful solo artists who brought their own flavor, fusing influences from gospel, jazz, and hip-hop. Production powerhouses. I won't name the actual producers, but producers who changed the soundscape of R&B with innovative beats and lush instrumentation. And cultural influence. 90s R&B not only dominated the charts, but also influenced fashion, language, social trends, shaping the culture landscape of the decade. All that with, and what much like we've talked in many episodes, grunge or alternative playing a major part of the 90s too. R&B was maybe on the other side of the hand, the flip side of that music. For me anyway, if it wasn't mainstream dance music, which we've talked about because I liked a lot of Euro dance, 90s R&B was such a big part of the 90s. Anyway, that's my intro. That's where we start, and I am throwing it up to Jimmy.
And I caught it. Nice. All right. So, you know, what you said is so true. The 90s, you had the introduction of grunge, as you said. You had the introduction of world music, hitting hard and heavy cross genres. I mean, metal was showing world music beats, and Sting was throwing world music. Peter Gabriel, and then you had R&B, and you had, this is when with a lot of hip hop and rap, they were bringing the African culture in, and they were just bringing these just world beats, world music, and it was a really, really cool time for music.
Yeah.
Cool time. I was not directly a 90s R&B fan.
That's what I would have thought if I didn't know you, but I would have not guessed that you were.
Yeah, but it was
later
everywhere.
Right.
The biggest cultural swing that happened in the 90s was MTV changed its format. It started going to R&B, hip hop, Yo MTV Raps that all started changing MTV, and then the grunge. I'm not an old man, I promise you. Grunge had alternative music, because there are two different forms of music. That all started coming in and pushing out some of the old rock stuff. So the world of music really, really changed a lot in this decade.
Yes.
Especially in the early 90s, early to mid 90s. So, I mean, with that, I guess I'll start my list. This is a song that has always been around for me, that I love. My wife loves it. My wife plays this song a lot, so I enjoy when she plays it. It is a collab, as the young kids say nowadays. It is Brandy and Monica from 1998, The Boy Is Mine.
Yeah, nice.
it's a really cool song. It really is. What I found out doing my research is the song was written as a direct response to Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney's "The Girl Is Mine." If you listen to the music and you listen to how the song flows, it's a direct adjacent response to "The Girl Is Mine," which is cool because I listened to it after reading this and hearing about this. I'm like, holy fuck, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I keep saying one of the cool things. The cool thing about the song is that both singers is their first #1 single. There's some cool chart history here. It spent 13 weeks at #1.
Fucking banger.
19 weeks in the top 10 and 27 weeks in the top 50. So it's a heavy song. It hits. So I love this. It's the second song in chart history to ascend directly from its previous spot below top 20 the next week to hit #1. It was at number 23. The next week it hit #1. The song that first did it was a Beatles song, and that is "Can't Buy Me Love." It started out at 27 and jumped immediately to #1. So
Right.
there's some cool chart history there. It's a smooth song. It's kind of a sexy song. There's a nice. What did I do?
Nothing. Dink made me laugh.
Okay.
Well, it was my chair. It was my chair.
Oh,
Sure, that fart song. But anyway,
Sure.
You gotta grease this bitch.
there's a cool melody to it. It's very smooth. It's very welcoming. It's a very warm sound, and it's a very loving song. It's about two girls fighting over the same guy, but the way that they convey it is very loving and very smooth. That's my number 4.
You guys got anything?
no.
I
Good.
do like that song. It would have been my honorable mention.
All right. So yeah, I have 3 things. I have 3
Okay,
things.
on my short list.
Hold on, let me put my seatbelt on.
Well, one is what Chris said. It was my honorable mention, but we don't have those, so it was cut off the list.
Apparently, we still do.
Apparently we still do, but we don't talk about. But because it was when I the second point is wives. So my wife, for one, I told her my list, and I had it included, and she's like, oh yeah, you fucking love that song. Like she does not, right?
I love this song.
She's like, that song bugs me. I'm like, she goes, you did love it. I'm like, yeah. So cool. I don't want to say I love your wife, but cool that Jenny loves it because it's a great song.
She loves hearing that you love her.
I'll just say it's cool. And thirdly, I had it on CD single because I went as soon as I fell in love with it when I heard it on the radio, and I went out and bought it. I didn't, because I don't even know if at that point they had done a collaboration disc or whose album it was on. Maybe it was on both of theirs.
I just Brandy's album.
Was on Brandy's. Okay, so I just bought the
album.
single because it came with the instrumental version and whatever. And I was a much bigger Brandy fan after, and not from her TV work, but I liked Top of the World was another one of her hits, which isn't clearly going to come up tonight. But yeah, cool, great pick, man. Because I was like, holy shit. In case like, oh, no one's going to know that or like that song.
You fucking beamed as soon as I said it. You lit up.
I was like, good, somebody's going to get it because I wanted it on my list, but it just couldn't get in there.
I remember him talking about this song.
Yeah.
But I love Monica's voice too.
Her voice is good too, right?
I like the video. It was very theatrical.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think they performed it on a couple of award shows.
Yeah.
I remember because it was so big then, right? Like
from the truth you can't escape. I can tell the real from the fake. When will you get the picture? You're the best of the future. Get away is my time to shine. If it didn't know the boy is mine.
Yeah, I didn't write that down.
Anyway, yeah, great pick.
Good pick.
Yeah,
I'm happy because I couldn't get it in and someone else did. So I like that shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to get it in for you, big guy.
Thanks.
What are we talking about?
The
All
boys.
right, let's move on. All right, so we moved that to the side. So I am happy that I'm in the first chair and not the second chair, because the gentleman that's wearing the white and purple is kind of a fan of this artist.
The Phoenix Coyotes?
Yeah, kind of a fan of this artist. I am going to mention Prince before he mentions Prince.
Sacrilegious.
Now,
Dare you?
I'm going to be honest. I sent him a message and I said, do you think 50% yes, 50% no that you're going to mention the song?
Right.
I don't want a yes. I don't want a no. Do you think it's going to be mentioned? He said 50% no. So it is Finger Cymbals, clink, clink, 7 by Prince. I fucking love this song.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking cool. It's from 1992 on the Love Symbol album. All 7, and we'll watch them.
It's
all
such a
clink,
great
clink.
song.
Just this song is fucking smooth. You guys hear me rip about Prince all the time. I enjoy Prince. I love Prince. Not to the capacity that this guy does. But I really, really love this song. It's so cool. There's kind of a ambiguous nature to this song. It might be about a religion. It might be about apocalyptic nature. If you watch the video, there's even a third layer to it. Is it about 7 killers? It's just a really cool, smooth song. There's a sample in and I don't know. Joe, tell me, does Prince normally sample other artists?
At this time, he was doing it. Yeah.
Who's the
Okay.
sample?
I didn't write it down. I didn't know
Do you
the
know, Joe?
follow-up question.
I do not know. No.
Yeah, it's like a 1962 song.
I was going to say somebody old, like some old
song. Yeah.
Spear song, right?
It's a random
Yeah.
artist in my mind. But it's so fucking cool, and there's so many layers to this song. If you are familiar with 90s Prince, he would put so many layers on top of layers on top of layers, and it would just be so much. And then he would just pull one little piece out, and it'd be a perfect song. And this is 7. I love this album. Prince 7. Love it. Cling,
Yeah,
cling.
actually, the song samples the song "Tramp" by Lowell Fulson.
I just looked that up too. Yeah,
You guys are looking. I wasn't bothered.
Real time breaking news.
Real time answers.
There's also
Get here
the
and just
theory too, if you watch the video, there's 7 people he's talking about. Obviously, the songs are all 7. They're all suited. This is when his beef with Warner Brothers was an all-time high.
Right.
And the theory was he was talking about the 7 executives at Warner
Just
Brothers.
7 dick loads at the table. Yeah.
Right.
Dick loads.
And there's a lot of religious overtones with the number 7. So
And with Prince, if you listen to a lot of his stuff, even going back to Let's Go Crazy, stuff like that, there's religious overtones to everything he did. But yeah, it's
definitely get off or crazy.
and being Prince, he would never tell anybody what the song meant ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
That sounds like him, right?
Well, I guess about that at that time being I'm having a mystique, right? Of
Yeah.
Right.
what's this about? Who is he? What is he about? He's saying famously in Controversy and My Boy and My Girl. It's like, always pushing the boundaries back in the day. And then when the internet started coming around towards the late 90s, it was hard to have that mystique, right? But he kept up somehow, like Michael Jackson did. And
Right.
people are hungry for information, like, well, what does this mean? And it's like when the artist isn't telling you, they want it more, And then when they have a very androgynous, very ambiguous video like that video, is like, what the fuck is this song about? Because I see like 14 different things going on.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that was his wife.
That was his soon-to-be wife.
Okay. Maija?
Maite,
Yeah. Forgive me.
his first wife. Yep. Who they had a baby, and baby died on birth.
Oh no.
Yep.
That sucks.
But there isn't the state released a newer version that the Prince recorded with New Power Generation called 7, the E flat version, It literally is the same song, only in E flat. It's a
I've stuck
completely
with it.
different sounding song.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. I mean, the release version is much better, but if you're like, hey, what do they think on this one? Here's the same exact song in a completely different key, and it has a completely different meaning.
Wow.
And now you know why I didn't have any notes.
That's all I got for this one.
I'll add two things. Generally, I love the song. I love Prince too. Not in the same vein as Joe, but a great song. And I will, as a bonus, one of our fans, or viewers, or listeners, a friend of mine, House Styles, comments on our shows on YouTube.
Thank you, House Styles.
I believe House Styles loves this song, so it might be on his list, or he'll be happy to hear that it came up. So.
Right.
Yeah, it's one of my wife's favorite Prince songs. She loves. I mean, I love the song too. It's not my favorite song on the album,
right?
But it's
on my list. I don't know where it lands, but
yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, great song.
Well, in the new motif of no honorable mentions, it was going to be Thieves in the Temple, but
really, wow.
Yep. So
nice.
Love both the songs. Anyway, so number 2, I'm gonna creep into number 2. TLC Creep. I fucking love this song, and you know what? I started out saying that I wasn't a big 90s R&B fan. I've always liked R&B, and I've always liked the concept of R&B, and I love the flow and how everything is just
Wait, is Radiohead R&B?
Oh, sorry, because I'm a creep. No, it's TLC.
It's Stone Temple Pilots. R&B.
Right? TLC's Creep from.
Do they know this?
Cool. I love this song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
They have 3 separate voices. They're not close in range. No. They have just opposing voices, and it worked so fucking well.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a controversy with this because the song is about the female cheater versus the male cheater, and Lisa Left Eye Lopez did not like the concept at all and did not want to rap about it. So she was trying to get the video boycotted and whatnot. And good for her. Stand your ground. There was a re-release from 94 in 96, Creep 96, that had Lisa Left Eye Lopez rapping a positive spin to it. Which I thought was kind of cool. They're 2 completely different versions. But
was she rapping about burning down mansions or
burning down Andre Rison's house?
Right. Exactly.
There's a weird line being drawn here somewhere.
Right.
Sorry, Andre.
We've talked about that.
I fucking forgot about that. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about that in the past where, the people that are the loudest might be the most guilty. So, yeah.
Yeah, a great pick. I mean, I'll be honest, I love this album. It's a great album. This song, maybe a different song, will be on my list.
Okay.
But it's such a great album. The production on this album is amazing. In fact, I have some notes I'll put in my song about the production of this album that I find very interesting. Even the non, if you listen to the entire album, not even the non-radio hits are really, really good on this album. It's a solid.
It's a great album.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, T-Boz's voice is so good, right?
Yes. Unheralded too. I mean, not the recognition she should get.
No, I know, and it was her back pain that kind of derailed. Well, and then Left Eye died, but
right,
kind of derailed their career before that.
I'm not laughing about that. You kind of said her death as an afterthought, and then she died.
Well, and then one of them, but no, their career was kind of coming to a halt anyway because of her back pain.
Yeah.
Just a couple quick more notes. This is the first #1 song for TLC. They won a Grammy for Best R&B by a Duo or a Group. They won the Soul Train Best R&B by a Duo or a Group for this song.
Well earned, man. Well earned.
A little surprised it was their first. I thought.
Agreed.
What about your friends or Ain't Too Proud?
No, because this album took them to a different level.
Yeah,
it really did. Right.
It skyrocketed too. It was like the right time, the right place, and the right feeling and the right fervor for
Right.
music.
My
Yeah.
son, as an added bonus, before you move on,
Your son's an added bonus?
well, yeah, both of them were really. But my son Jack has a TLC T-shirt.
Oh, nice.
Right, and I think he got it at like Hot Topic or some random
Cool,
place, right?
cool.
And he's not a
Got an
TLC
Alia
fan,
t-shirt from Goodwill this morning.
right?
Nice.
That's a great pull. But
She
no,
was not in TLC, but yeah.
I'm not sure he could name a TLC song, but he wears that TLC shirt. Maybe I'm like, well, nice.
That's
shirt.
awesome.
Yeah.
They made a couple bucks from the sale, so that's good.
Yep.
Right.
Good pick, man. Really good pick.
All right, so number one, I have mentioned this song ad nauseum. One of my favorite R&B artists is Sade.
Mhm.
What? No.
Weird.
So you knew, Dink, you knew?
I knew this was coming. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so did I. So did I.
No
so did
Ordinary
I.
Love. I fucking love it. It is the sexiest song on the planet. I've talked about it in the past. The ostinato, the song doesn't change. Only her vocals go up and down. Complex. I don't know who Complex is. They ranked it number 43 of the best 90s R&B. Spin ranked it number 15 of the 30 best 90s R&B. Rolling Stone,
Oh God.
are you ready for this? Number 459 of 500 best of all time.
All
Pitchfork-
time, like any genre.
All time.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean,
Okay, yeah, I'll take
All
that.
time.
yeah, that's good.
Pitchfork ranked it number 42 of 250 of the 250 best songs of the 90s. So they get a lot of love. The song's a longer song than you think. It's 5 minutes 22 seconds.
Wow, really?
Hit number 11. It peaked at number 11 US Billboard 100 R&B. And to go back to the last time I mentioned it, Chris talked about the Deftones cover. The Deftones cover is fucking amazing. B-sides and rarities. It's a great album.
Yeah.
Love Deftones. Fuck.
That's my list. So I'm going to be giving it to you, Joe.
No, that song literally it was on my short list. It would pain me not to include it. It's such a great album, man. That album is amazing.
Love Deluxe.
There's been a
Love
couple
Deluxe.
times it's kind of bugged me to not include Sade, and maybe we'll just do a full episode on.
I mean, I would love to because
I
there's a
would
bunch
do
of
it.
album tracks that I would just love to talk about.
I would absolutely do it.
too.
I'm a big fan.
Chris is like, oh no.
No, I love
Oh,
Sade.
okay. Yeah,
Absolutely.
he's
I
not
fucking
he loves Sade.
Okay.
I'm going to put it on the notes.
Good, do that.
And
So, Joe, it's you.
already? What? Well, I was excited to do this list because
Prince.
what? I am wearing a Prince hat for you listeners. And a purple jersey of the Phoenix Coyotes. But my number 4 is not Prince, but may have some Prince notes.
Oh,
Imagine that.
My number 4 is, we just talked about him, by TLC, the song Waterfalls.
Love this song.
Fucking love this song. Released
Yeah.
May 1995. It's the third single from their second album, Crazy Sexy Cool. Hit number 9 in Canada. Hit number 1 in the US. Total of 6 countries where it hit number 1. It's been 7 weeks number 1 in the US. I like I said, this is a great album. I really appreciate this trio. But I really did a deep dive when we were doing this subject. And I found a bunch of cool little things. I mean, I knew a couple things being a Prince fan, but they had Organized Noise. They picked him to produce their album, and they told them they told him they wanted a Paisley Park sound to the album. And those who don't know, Paisley Park is Prince's studio in Chanhassen, Minnesota. It's also at the time name of his record label. Charles Aaron from Spin described the song as a princely cautionary groove. It's very princely. It really is. Maybe it's why I love this album so much, because it is very Prince-like. Crazy Sexy Cool. The album also contained the cover of a Prince song, "If I Was Your Girlfriend." Actually, I'm not a big fan of. Then I wasn't a big fan of people doing Prince covers, but at the time, I actually loved the cover. Nowadays, I'm like, whatever keeps the legend alive, baby. The song actually contains subjects of illegal drug trade, promiscuity, and HIV and AIDS. In fact, it is the first #1 song to mention AIDS. So it's the first #1 song ever to tackle the issue AIDS.
Wow.
Which at the time was still a controversial topic.
Well, I mean, you think about the time period. The world was scared.
And
right after Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
Like a year after Philadelphia, or not even.
Yeah.
Probably recording it when Philadelphia was in production.
Probably,
released, right? Mm-hmm. So it was that time where everyone was kind of like,
Yep. TLC, the song shares elements with the Paul McCartney song of the same name, to which opens with the line, "Don't go jumping waterfalls. Please keep to the lake." Paul McCartney said to the publication, in fact, somebody had a hit. I'm not sure it was years ago using that first line. Then they go off and make another song. And it's like, excuse me. So I think Paul was a little put out by this song. A personal note, my kids were a little bit little at the time. They would love the fact when I used to sing other songs in a Bob Dylan voice, and I'd always do "Let's Go Dancing Waterfalls" because I thought it'd be fucking hilarious if Bob Dylan would cover waterfalls. Right. I'd fucking pay to see that shit.
Yeah.
But that's my #4, "Waterfalls" by TLC from Crazy Sexy Cool. I mean, 2 songs right from the same album.
Yeah. It was a big album.
Now my next 3 picks made up surprise anybody.
Before you go. I will add. I had Creep on Ka-Single. I like to bring Ka-Singles into this.
Ka-Singles up. Yep, I had a bunch.
And then I bought Crazy Sexy Cool because of Waterfalls. Because I'm like, how many more bangers are on this? You know what I mean? Like,
there's a bunch.
Yeah,
a bunch, right? I had a second point, but it is lost. It is flown out of my mind, and it probably wasn't that important. So
it's lost in the waterfall.
If
you come up for air, let us know what it was.
Right.
You'll let us know after the show.
Right. I probably will. Like, oh, you know what I was gonna say was.
God damn it! I just remembered now.
God damn it!
It happens all the time.
Oh no, I know what I was gonna say.
What? Quick, get it out quick.
Did you like that song Before We Were the Millers? You guys are getting paid.
Yeah.
You know, he does the rap in the motorhome.
How big has he gotten now, man, as an actor? If I could, it's like, holy shit.
He's on
That's fucking crazy that you mentioned We Are the Millers. Jenny and I literally had a conversation about We Are the Millers in the car this morning, talking about that actor.
Wow. He's on The Bear. Do you guys watch The Bear?
Yeah, all The Bear is amazing, dude.
Yep, love it.
With his real voice, right? He's grown up now with his real voice.
If you speak to me and tell me what The Bear is about, I'd be like, I ain't watching that, dude.
Me either, but it's so
that last episode of season 4 is like, holy how do you hold one scene together? Just one area, 4 people. It's like, God damn.
But all that said, as soon as every time I see him when he comes on camera, I'm like, you guys are getting paid?
You guys are getting paid?
And my wife's never watched Shameless. I'm like, yeah, he plays completely opposite character in Shameless.
Yeah.
He's hyper. Anyhow, my #3, it's a song by Prince and the New Power Generation from their album Diamonds and Pearls. The song is Cream.
Nice.
I did get to mention it. Right on.
It's the 4th song of the album. It's the 2nd single from his 13th album. 1991 is already his 13th album. It was released on September 9th, 1991. The song hit #1 in the US, #2 in Canada, and was in the top 10 over 20 countries around the world.
Wow.
Does anybody know what the song is about? Or who the song is about?
No.
This song, Prince said he wrote, and one of the few songs he talks about what we just got discussing. He didn't talk about what songs are about. The song he wrote while he was looking at himself in the mirror.
Ah.
So if you hear the lyrics, "You're so good, baby. There ain't nobody better. You should never, ever go by the letter. You're so cool. Everything you do is success. You make the rules, then you break them because you are the best." He's singing about himself.
course
That's
he is.
not shocking.
True. The song is we're talking about Billboard's top 100 songs of 1990s. It's number 33,
Wow.
which is higher because Billboard doesn't do when they do their lists aren't very Prince friendly a lot of the time. So that's my number 3, Cream by Prince and the New Power Generation.
What is the footage of him playing the acoustic guitar? Where is that from? You know what I'm talking about? And he corrects the crowd and says, "Come on, no, you can do better than that."
You feel
Yeah, that's so when he came, he had his big quote unquote comeback with Musicology in 2004. He did a simulcast on MTV, CNN,
Storytellers or
VH1,
something.
bunch.
Like,
But it's him playing live, and it was broadcast on like 10 different cable channels, and that's what that is. This Musicology tour.
yeah, you know exactly the clip I'm talking about. Right?
He's literally just him on acoustic, and he's actually singing about that song.
So good.
Yep, and that's actually a great callback because actually where he says this song's about me.
You know I wrote this while I was looking in the mirror, right? I'm serious.
All I'm going to say about this song, it was one of the first songs I played when I got a 12-inch subwoofer put in my car in the 90s.
Damn
And
it,
it was awesome.
And I will say this: Prince. Obviously, you guys might know I'm a huge Prince fan, but Diamonds and Pearls is not my favorite Prince album. But this is a really, really, really good song.
It is a really good song.
Well, that drummer is just fucking amazeballs.
Michael Bland. Yeah, we've talked about him before. Yeah.
And I kind of knew him. I wasn't great friends with him. I knew him through another guitar player that Joe might remember, Matt Prudall.
Yep, we've talked about Matt before.
They were in a band called Orange Julius.
Orange Julius. Yep.
Julius.
And wow, such like a hard rock, R&B, kind of all over the spectrum. And I knew him through Matt Prudall, and fucking just an amazing drummer.
Yeah,
he is. Joe and I had a conversation at my wedding, and I was talking about the king of groove. And I put a blanket statement about Tommy Lee is the best groove drummer ever. And without skipping a without skipping a beat, he goes, "Well, what about Bland?" I'm like,
and Bland was really the first drummer that Prince recorded with that he would just let him record the drums. Yeah. Normally, Prince records the drums on most of his tracks. Bobby Z of the Revolution recorded the drums, I think, 0 times on any albums.
Yeah.
Normally, if you hear actual real drums on the Prince albums before, then it was always Prince. But yeah, and also Michael Bland too now, and he's been the drummer for Soul Asylum. We've talked about this before for many years now. Yeah. And I still contend he is the hardest hitting drummer I've ever watched or listened to. Because like I said, I've been previous shows, I've opened up for him a couple times, and just thunderous. The guy's just gigantic in his drums. It's amazing.
Well, I mean, he's also a
stand out, right?
Yeah.
Jimmy, you can probably attest to this as a drummer. Both you guys can. Those guys must stand out that really pound the drums.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when he's doing it too, he doesn't look like he's like hitting really hard, because he literally looks like he's just playing drums, right? But he's so heavy.
And we talked about the world beat, the world culture, the world sound, world music. A lot of that came out in this time period with Diamonds and Pearls and Love Symbol and Michael Bland. He wore a dashiki and the big hat. I apologize, I don't remember the name of the hat or the style of the hat, but he had this great world groove style of playing.
Yeah.
I'll say one more thing before you go on. I'm thinking food courts now. After
Orange Julius.
No, I want a 12-inch. You said 12-inch subwoofer. I want a 12-inch cold cut with an Orange Julius.
I heard that about you.
Well, we're talking music, and my brain goes to food. Anyway.
I'll note Jimmy too. His drum tech from Orange Julius, Scotty Baldwin, when he joined Prince's band. He became Scotty Baldwin stayed as his drum tech, and then by de facto became Prince's live sound engineer for 23 some odd years.
How fucking cool is that?
And when he started doing sound, he had no idea. He was a back of house guy. Yeah, he's now he does stuff for Madonna and
Right.
Wild,
you know, all these big groups, and he's one of the most requested sound engineers.
I
Scotty
think he
Baldwin.
started making Orange Julius.
He was in Orange Julius.
No. He worked at Orange Julius.
There's a theme. There's a theme here because
Orange Julius, that's the theme.
you mentioned
Name
a
this
while
episode
back
Orange Julius.
that I'm bringing it back to the show here, guys.
What?
You mentioned a while back about Prince had a female sound engineer that was fresh and new, didn't know much.
Susan Rogers, yeah, in the studio.
And, I mean, think about it. That's two in a row. Prince is bringing people from.
Yeah. I mean, he recognized talent, and he always famously worked with women way before that was a thing, right? I mean, he was way ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
That's my number 3. My number 2, haven't gone too far off the land here. This is actually a very autobiographical song by this artist.
I think I know the name of this.
What song do you think it is?
My Name is Prince.
No.
Oh,
Correct album though, the right album.
Okay.
The song is by Prince and the New Power Generation off the Symbol album. It's called "The Sacrifice of Victor." This is one of my very favorite Prince songs. This is my top 10 of Prince songs.
So it had to be in here, right? Like,
They had to be. I know. It's like, oh, we have a decade, and Joe's gonna pick all Prince songs.
wait till
The
we get
fourth
to the
one's
80s.
not. This is the 18th and final track on the Prince's 14th album, just affectionately called the Symbol album because it was just labeled the Symbol that he later
I thought it was called Love Symbol.
It's called the Love Symbol, but then no one knew what it was, and later he would change his name to the Symbol, right? Yeah. It's the second album to be credited to Prince, the New Power Generation. New Power Generation was kind of like Wendy and Lisa with the Revolution. They had a lot of sway when it came to recording and writing their own parts, so it was kind of new for Prince. The album is interesting because he begins the album with the first track, which is named "My Name is Prince," and he ends the album stating, "My name will be Victor." So when the album got released and no one knew what the symbol meant, everyone liked, oh, his new name is now Victor. In fact, there are some people out there who took the symbol and showed you ways how that symbol spelled out the word Victor. That wasn't true.
Of course they did.
Service.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, Revolution 9 of the Beatles and Paul's dead, that stuff, right?
Right.
But Prince made the comments of, "My name ain't Prince, and it damn well isn't Victor." Like I said, the song is autobiographical, with him singing, "I was born on a bloodstained table, cord wrapped around my neck, epileptic till the age of 7. I was sure heaven marked the deck." It was true. Prince had epilepsy until he was 7, and then he had his worst epileptic fit ever when he was 7, and never had it again. And there's some people like Susan Rogers, who was his sound engineer, recording engineer for many, many years, because she called him a hyper creative, which is very 1% of 1% of people, that he couldn't turn it off to the point it was noise. So that's why he always recorded. That there's some thoughts that when he was going through his epileptic fits, that's what caused his creativity. His brain just could not shut off.
It altered his brain, or
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And he talks a little bit about that in his autobiography that he never finished, but they published his autobiography called The Beautiful Ones, where, he wrote like 2 chapters before he passed away. But he briefly, he describes about having epilepsy and telling his mom after he had that, he goes, "Yeah, God told me I'm not going to have any more." And he had no more. So I don't know. Just interesting. Weird. I'm not a spiritual person, but if you're born with epilepsy, and all of a sudden one day you have your worst fit ever and you never have it again. Weird.
And he had it at age 7, but that's not what 7's about. That's my one.
Correct.
And 2, you said briefly. Is that a new word?
Autobiographically. God damn it.
I totally knew what you meant, but I was like, in my brain was like, that's not a word.
Just can't make up words, man. Come on.
There's a new edit.
No, leave it in. That's gold. Oh shit! I'm going to use it next episode.
That's my number 2. The Sacrifice of Victor by Prince and Revolution, or Prince and New Power Generation.
Awesome.
Right.
Awesome.
Well, I'm just going to briefly.
These are awesome so far.
Briefly.
Just briefly. Let Jimmy talk.
Logically. My number 1. Again, I'm a one-trick pony. We're going 3 years beyond this now.
And it's not Pony.
The album is The Gold Experience, is by Prince. His last album at the time credited to Prince before he changed his name. The song is one of his funkiest songs ever. And again, it's about his life. Or would you say autobiographical? The song is Billy Jack Bitch. It's the 10th track or 15th track on this, or the 10th song, because there's some like skits or some,
Filler.
Skits, filler tracks. So it's the 15th track or the 10th song on the 17th album.
Right.
Like I said, I think it's one of his funkiest songs he's ever done. The track is actually geared and pointed at a Minneapolis Star Tribune gossip columnist. Her name was CJ. She would make a lot of her gossips. A lot of it was fake. A lot of it was made up. But she found her bread and butter, and that was going after Prince. And then she was able to syndicate some of her articles to other papers by going after him. In fact, after his kid died, she wrote some very bad, very inaccurate articles about his son dying. But her name is CJ. He calls her Billy Jack Bitch in the song. But some of the lyrics are, what if I called you silly names just like the ones you call me? What if I filled your eyes with tears, so many that you cannot see? Whenever evil fills to groove, let me fly you to the moon. Then you will see how love will bloom. Joy is in the dictionary. CJ, Billy Jack Bitch. And
wow,
I used to have a very huge Twitter /X page where I did history of Prince releases, and I never tagged her in them if it was about this song or about whatever it was about her, because she would revel in it and she'd retweet it and oh, that was me.
Right.
Yeah. It's like,
right. Get off of it.
You're not getting it. You're a fucking awful person. You know that, right? That's what he's talking about. So
talk about somebody's kid dying, you are a fucking awful person.
It was some of the shit she said after. Yeah, it was bad. But I talked about before. I love when artists get personal and they actually tell you about what they feel, and sometimes even better when they go after a particular person, right? Because it happens in rap and it happens in some R&B, but it doesn't really happen a lot in rock. It doesn't really happen in mainstream music. Like I said, this is not a single. This is a deep cut on one of his albums, but it was very personal and very. I mean, he went after her in the song. So if you haven't heard the song before, it's very funky. It's called Billy Jack Bitch. It's got some attitude.
I gotta check it because I know a lot of his stuff, and I'm not. You're the man, obviously, but I don't know if I know that song. So I'm gonna.
I was gonna say I don't have a lot to say because mainly I don't know the song.
And if I heard it, it was once or twice in passing, listening to that album, and I don't. It didn't sync right, so I should.
Like I said, because obviously the album's known, for songs like "The Most Beautiful Girl in the World." That was the biggest hit off that single, right?
Yeah, and everybody knew that fucking song, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna have a deep cut for an artist. It's gonna be Joe and Prince.
Pretty much, yeah. Two of my four, yeah.
But basically, I was going to interrupt. The Gold album, I am mad at because the most beautiful girl in the world. The song, the song that I know is not on that album. It's a different version, and I'm so frustrated with that.
Well, not to go on a tangent, there's a reason why. Because when he released the song, "The Most Beautiful Girl in the World," he got permission from Warner Bros. Because he wasn't happy to release that as a solo artist. So that was the first song he released as the symbol, right? Mm-hmm. And so he released that through an independent company. Warner Brothers like, you haven't had a hit for us for a while, so we don't care. That became a #1 hit. It was huge.
Right.
He owned all the rights to it. He owned the distribution, everything to that thing. Mm-hmm. And Warner Brothers is not happy. So they said when he came back with his next album, Gold Experience, they said, you have to include that song. So he purposely put a different version on the album.
Yeah, fucker. I want that other version.
Yeah.
I spent $40 on that album.
What were they thinking, right? Like they must have been like after he released the original one. Oh fuck yeah, he's awesome. What are we thinking here? Like this was stupid.
Well, keep in mind too, in 1991 he signed the world's largest record contract for $110 million. But that was on the preview that he sold 5 million copies of every album, which very few artists actually do.
Right.
And so Diamonds and Pearls sold 7 million copies, but the next album, Symbol album, sold 4 million. So he didn't
That's
make his
a
money
huge
off of that.
letdown in the AC/DC world.
And so,
Right?
exactly right. Yeah.
It's not for those about to rock.
Go back and watch.
Exactly.
Go back and watch AC/DC.
So that's where the rub comes when you hear about this Prince beef
Right.
with Warner Brothers. It's all that. So those are my 4. Like I said, I was very happy because I got to include Prince on all 4, but only 3 more songs.
Oh, that was grade 8 so far. The grade 8, Chris.
There you go, man. It's all yours.
Hi. All right.
How do you, bro?
So, honest 90s R&B, not my biggest thing, but I have, because of people I was hanging out with, seen a bunch of 90s R&B artists live, which has led me to a list of where 3 of them are
Well, you do like
I've
your
seen
live.
live. Shockingly, I've picked people that I've seen live.
It's a good theme.
That's weird.
So my number 4, my first one, which is number 4, is Feels Good by Tony and Tone.
Tony.
I never knew either. Was it Tony, or was
It's Tony.
It's
Or was
Tony.
it Tony?
So
Yeah, I used
the
to love
story
those guys.
goes, I was dating somebody, and her friends wanted to go see them at Think You'll Know Kingswood Music Theater, Canada's Wonderland. $9 concert. There was $9 for a ticket.
Yep.
Go to the concert, and it was Tony, Bill Bev DeVoe, CNC Music Factory, and Gerardo.
And Gerardo. Right?
Gerardo. Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
Well, Gerardo is
Bill Bev
possibly
DeVoe was
from
awesome,
prison.
and CNC Music Factory is pretty good, but
Yeah. They were-
Tony kind of blew me away. So I did
I
feel
those
good
guys are
with
great.
it.
I used to love them.
And they,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know their names really or anything, so because I don't really listen to them. But when they hit that high note and feels good, like fucking
Feels good.
live,
Yeah.
they hit it perfect.
Feels
Like it was
good.
really good. Like I said before, if I don't necessarily like the music, I can appreciate talent. And these guys were really good, especially
Yeah, they
live.
really are. They really are.
So that song in particular was 2 weeks number 1 on the R&B, number 9 in the top 100, and number 3 on the dance charts.
Yeah,
in
I
the
believe
US.
that. Yep.
Yep.
I don't have a lot of notes about it. I just really like the song. Once I saw them live,
That was late high school. A rival high school in my town used it as a warm-up song for basketball. So that
Really?
was kind of
Nice.
cool. Yeah.
yeah,
And then their secondary hit when we were in college, If I Had No Loot, was pretty good tune as well. I like Tony Tone or Tony.
It's Tony. But yeah, if I had no loot was literally my short list. Oh, short list, baby.
Yeah.
I love that song. Yeah, great pick, man.
And I'm also thinking that tour that I saw them on, I think it was, even though it was Canada, it was an MTV fucking 90s R&B.
It probably was, right?
Probably, yeah.
They had a bunch of those.
Yeah.
Like, but you could go to Kingswood at Canada's Wonderland and see Steve Miller every summer for $9 or $10.
Yeah, so yeah, you get a season.
Beer.
You'd get a season's pass to the park, which it was like Six Flags, right?
Right.
And had a concert stage, and it started off originally like $7 concert theater, and then it started going up at $9 for a ticket to go see it. Fucking sit on the lawn and fucking watch Steve Miller or
Right.
who
Kim
else I
Mitchell
saw?
or whatever, right? Like,
I saw the Spin Doctors there. They were very underwhelming.
yeah, I bet.
That
Like,
was amazing.
I can see that or hear that.
yeah.
But
It was
Bullet Boys
funny.
were good. I saw the Bullet Boys there. That was awesome.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I would love
Nice.
that.
Jimmy loves the Bullet
I
Boys.
do.
They were really good live, man. Like almost better than like album. Like
Yeah.
really good. I can't believe they didn't get bigger, but that's besides me.
Well,
We're
they
getting off
held
topic.
themselves back. But you talk about $9 concerts. In high school, oh shit, I had to pay $30. I think I paid $38 to go see Monsters of Rock.
Yeah.
Now we talked about it in the past about paying. Who would you see for $300?
Right.
I think
Well, we talked about a couple weeks ago in our new monthly series called Queued Up.
Queued Up,
We talked about who would you see for $300 or
Right.
3 cans of soup?
Or
well,
right.
I think for $75, I saw Blues Traveler with Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, and Neil Young at the old
Jesus.
exhibition place.
$75?
Like,
$35?
$500 to see that now, of
No
course.
shit.
Right?
Right.
Right.
I walked up to First Avenue and saw Soundgarden and Candlebox for $30.
Box.
Fuck off!
Oh.
I love Candlebox.
Well,
Unbelievable.
that concert I just mentioned was the worst concert I've ever seen in my life. They were
Really?
all so fucking drunk.
Oh, that was good when I saw
It
him.
was horrible.
Okay, I saw him a good night. You saw him on a bad night.
But for $30, I
Right.
saw Soundgarden.
Right,
and
right.
Candlebox.
Yeah,
Right.
sure. Yeah.
That's today. That's throwaway money. That's
Oh,
not
right.
even.
That's,
you can't even
that's
buy
like that's a beer and a half.
That's that 12-inch in the Orange Julius.
Right, sandwich guy over there.
Anyway, sorry we derailed you there. Tony.
No, that's all right because my number 3, I don't have a lot of notes, but I'm like, you guys said something about Sade earlier, and I go, Chris is cringing. Like, you don't listen to me when Jimmy says I love Sade. I'm like, I love Sade.
Yeah,
Yes.
you do. Yep.
So I have No Ordinary Love is my number 3. So I really don't have any like. I love her.
Yeah,
And
I
do a
adore
list for
Sade.
her. Her voice is so sexy and
Yes.
So
Yeah.
sexy, right?
Yes.
And again, growing up, much music on the radio play. Yep. I'm pretty sure one of my sisters had her album, so I would secretly listen to her when nobody was around.
Now, I always say it's a great Sunday chill, but it's really great anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah, dude.
Right. Like
I think we talked about in previous episodes.
Late night chill, long
put the
drive
headphones-
chill, fucking
Put
yeah.
the headphones on and listen to her, man. It's just the music just takes
It's
you away. It
such a
really does.
different
On the way to work
experience,
chill, fucking yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's successful as she's been. I still think underappreciated.
underappreciated.
Agreed. I agree. Yeah.
But not on this show.
Not on this
No,
show.
correct.
Sade gets a lot of love and deserves it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Yep.
Good point.
All time great, man. All time great. Great pick.
All right. So my number 2 is Montel Jordan. This is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
And if I remember correctly, Dink, this was big when we went to Florida. We listened to this quite a
It
bit. I
was,
think,
right?
when we drove to
Is
Daytona.
that the nice penis?
Yeah, it was a nice.
Yeah, that was the same trip.
Nice
Yes,
penis.
same trip,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
It's all comes around.
Right.
It's Friday night.
So
Feel
I'd
all
seen
right.
an interview recently with Montel Jordan about this song where he talked about. I wrote this down. He listened to the song "Got to Give It Up" by Marvin Gaye, and he said you can hear like people like having a party in the background. There's atmosphere in the background. So he said when he did "This Is How We Do It," he wanted to build atmosphere in the background. So when you hear the like people talking and stuff, he said, "Well, you got a couple of kegs of beer," and this is like so 90s, and some wine coolers.
Oh yeah.
Bartles and
Wine coolers.
James fucking wine coolers.
And C&J.
And then like had 30 friends come in the studio and set up microphones around and just had them fucking start partying. And then they recorded it for 30 minutes. And then after the 30 minutes, he said he had them walk around the studio to different microphones and just sing "This Is How We Do It." So in the song, when you hear them sing it, he goes, it's just his friends drunk
That's
at
awesome.
a party singing. So because he wanted to build that atmosphere. And he said
That's
he
so
kind of
cool.
took that from Marvin Gaye. So I thought that was really cool.
That's
I do really like this song. Like it was
I did too.
Good song.
big in my again, that soundtrack of my life. Right?
Totally.
Yeah.
It's
Honorable
such at
mention
that
would've been
time,
on
right?
there.
95, like fuck.
Great pick. Yeah.
And is that the Marvin song that Robin Thicke got in trouble for?
Oh, I don't know
I
actually.
don't think so.
I think so.
Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Think
with
so.
I think
Serious
Joe is
Facebook.
searching that right now.
yeah, Robin Thicke and what's his name from
Pharrell?
From Happy Pharrell.
Pharrell.
They did what's the name?
That
Marvin Gaye's no, it's their song of Blurred Lines with Marvin Gaye's Gotta
Blurred
Give It Up.
Lines.
Yeah.
Blurred Lines. That's what I'm saying. They
Yeah,
got
yeah,
sued by the state. Marvin's estate sued him.
Oh yeah.
They did. They
It's,
made
it's
I didn't
flat
realize
out. It's blatant. Yeah.
I'd forgotten about that.
That's what my brain went to as soon as you said that song. But no, as far as the Montel song, he did capture that same kind of feel with people in the background. And
Yeah, he did. Totally did.
it's Friday night. I feel
Excuse me.
all
Oh, I
right.
forgot to say I did see Montel Jordan live one time.
Isn't he like 8'2" or something?
There's a lyric in the song that said all people said was that 6'8" he stood. He was 6'8".
Yeah, he's 6'8". I knew he was a large dude.
He's a tall, lanky dude. And he thinks a lot about himself, but he is really good. His vocals are amazing.
I love this song. As soon as you said that, I immediately
I knew the
"This
party
is
was here on the
how
west side,
we
like-
do it."
And again, like I said, R&B in general is not my big thing. But if I'm in a car or somewhere and this comes on and I can turn it up, I turn it up.
Yeah.
And I sing it, and not well, but I sing it.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
I find this funny because I looked up Montel Jordan's height. It is 6'8", but it says related Slick Rick 5'7". It's like, what is that related?
How is that related? Fuck. Are they actually related? Fuck.
Did he sample something from Slick Rick or something?
He didn't
I
sample his height.
want to look it up. Fuck, that's hilarious. Anyways, so my number one is what I have been saying for years to my friends who are R&B fans is my guilty pleasure. Is I'm a big Usher fan, and the song is "You Make Me Wanna."
Oh,
Probably his best song.
Absolutely, yeah.
If I could
Usher
show
is
you my
so
notes,
good,
that
man.
was there, and I tried so hard to make that work. Yes, I love
Oh,
that
it's my
song.
number one. I really like him, and that song I think is his best song. I like his voice. I like the style. It's clean. It's clear. I don't know. And there's something about his voice that I like because I like a lot of his stuff where I don't, again, like I said, I don't generally.
right. You Make Me Wanna. You Got It Bad. Caught Up, which isn't in the 90s, but like he's got some great tracks, man.
Yeah, and that song went number one on Rhythmic, number one on Pop Airplay. Sorry, number 7 on Pop Airplay, number 1 in R&B, number 1 hip hop, number 1 US dance, number 2 Billboard Hot 100, UK hip hop number 1. Like, just an amazing song.
I did not realize Seal produced the song. Oh,
I didn't realize that either.
Yep, I had that on my notes because it was on my list for the longest time. Have you
I
heard
have. It was nominated
Slashed
for
it today?
Grammy. It won Billboard Music Award and a Soul Train Award.
good song, man. It's a very, very good song. Nice.
Have
band.
you heard the pure acoustic version? Of
No.
this?
Oh, it's
No.
probably awesome.
Oh
Probably
my
amazing.
God. Go to YouTube because you're already there. When you're done watching the show, go to YouTube and just do You Make Me Wanna acoustic. It's fucking.
So my story with him is I saw him live at a bar in London, Ontario, because a friend of mine was a bartender there. We went to visit her at school. She was going to Western.
Nice.
And he was in a club, and he was fucking unbelievable live.
I believe it. Yeah, he's got one of those voices you can just tell is natural.
Yeah, just fucking. And like, I don't like, stuff gets cleaned up and stuff, but it was before audio tune or any of that shit, right? So.
And they still use auto tune. It's like it's for singers like him. It's completely unnecessary. Give me the human factor.
Well, if you listen to, excuse me, 90s R&B, there was a kind of a standard sound, and then Usher happened, and then Usher sound happened.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
like a whole different genre. Usher.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
There's so many artists that wouldn't have a Neo wouldn't have a career without.
And Neo's great, but he would not have
Right.
a career without Usher, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Usher was what 18, 19 when the song came out. He was
think so.
fucking young, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jermaine Dupri was a producer on the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Name
Yeah,
in R&B.
yeah, him and Seal. Yeah.
By the way, that should have impressed you that I knew Neo. So, but just
No, it actually did impress me that
Jimmy, everything you say impresses me.
if we do an R&B 2000s, there's possible Neo.
I'm gonna kill it because I really got back into R&B at that time.
we're gonna do it for sure. But
Oh, we'll do it. I might
Absolutely.
know stuff.
You'll
That
know
isn't
stuff.
Prince.
It isn't Prince, right?
Yeah.
anyways, that's my number one. That's my list. Thank
That's a
Nice,
good list.
seriously good. Nice list, man.
Good
Good list.
list. That's a good 12, and I got no samesies, so that's awesome.
That's
We
awesome.
haven't had any samesies. Jimmy and I had two of the same album, or two different albums. But yeah, no samesies yet.
Oh no, the Ordinary Love, no Ordinary Love.
Ordinary Love.
Oh yeah,
Shutter.
oh no, yeah.
That's a
Well,
Sorry-
let's put it
sorry to ruin the party,
I had
Joe.
no samesies. Okay, so
Yeah, because you had all Prince. Nobody else picked fucking Prince, but you.
Because nobody gives a fuck about Prince. What are you talking about?
what?
I'm just-
I
had a
honestly
Prince
didn't
song.
even give it.
and kicked from the group.
I had a Prince song. I had a Prince song.
When we went to R&B, I immediately went to these type of groups. I went to these two. Boys to Men was in there. Like TLC was in there. All those ones. But I didn't even think of Prince, to tell you the truth.
I immediately went to Boys to Men too, and but that's New Jack Swing, so I stayed away from it.
I'm being honest too, because
it's not fully though.
When Dink brought up Tony's "If I Had No Loot," that literally was my number 5. I was like, do I knock a Prince song out here? No, I need to
Tony's borderline New Jack too. So
yeah, but still,
it even says that they're R&B, New Jack Swing.
Right.
They say all of that. Yeah. But
it's a perfect segue. If
you want to fight me on it, fight me on it. I don't care.
Round 1, fight.
No fighting. Because it's me, and my number 4 is Boys to Men.
What?
But it's probably not the song you would expect. So mine is from 97, and my number 4 is 4 Seasons of Loneliness.
Wow. I have no idea what that.
I don't know what the song is either.
I didn't know it either.
So it's a ballad, shocking, from the Evolution album. Debuted at number 2 the following week. The song moved up to number 1, becoming Boyz II Men's 5th chart topper of the Billboard Hot 100.
Wow! In the video, do they pour beer out of their 40s?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is that what one is that? On Bended Knee.
Oh, that's the one from Lethal Weapon. That was the one in the Lethal Weapon movie.
The end of the road.
Oh yeah.
Is that from Boomerang, or that's from an Eddie Murphy movie?
Isn't it from Lethal Weapon?
It's from Boomerang. I think it's from Boomerang. It's an Eddie Murphy movie anyway. Distinguished Gentleman, one of those early 90s Eddie movies. And Breathe Again by Tony Braxton was on the soundtrack as well. But End of the Road's the
End of the Road. I don't know.
But while you're looking, Joe, I'm pretty sure 4 Seasons of Loneliness or Song from Mama are one of those two. I think it was 4 Seasons of Loneliness is Boyz II Men's last top 10 hit. 97. Oh. They're still making albums.
Yeah.
But they haven't broke the top 10. So did you find End of the Road?
So much so that the Boyz II Men were just now at that point just men.
Yeah.
No, and exactly. In 03, Mike Bass left, or Michael McRae left the band, right? He had back spasms, which eventually was diagnosed as multiple sclerosis.
Food delivery.
Yeah.
But did you get a food delivery?
My kids, I'm sorry to interrupt. My kids made homemade crab rangoons. And
oh my God.
Wow. He gets service? Wow.
Never mind that 12-inch and orange.
Hey, where's my food?
I'll take a ragoon.
I have the best kids ever.
Where's my sandwich?
Can I get a fucking ragoon? Anyway.
And they were wearing aprons and everything. It was awesome.
Oh, my poor Googling skills told me it's now Boomerang soundtrack. So there you go.
All right.
Back to Michael Bass's MS. Fuck.
So I saw them at Casino Rama when who was the guy that had the back spasms?
Michael McRae or Mike.
Yeah,
Bass.
so he wasn't with them, so it was just the 3 of them, and I saw them at Casino Rama, and this is where I went with remember Marlene?
Yep.
I went with Marlene and her friend, and
I remember her.
And I remember thinking I don't really want to go, and I was kind of being a prick on the way up and being kind of cranky, but I'm like, this is fucking good.
Was it good?
Like, they're really good. They're really it's just good, the 3 of them, but I'm like talent's talent, man. That's when I started to appreciate stuff, even if I didn't really.
Well, he was the guy that Mike McRae was the baritone guy, right? Like the bass guy. That's why they called him Mike Bass. And the sad thing was that he was missing a bunch of recording sessions or time that they got together, and the other bands were getting pissed off. So it started a riff in the group, and one of the guys went on Oprah and said there was a riff.
That's always begins.
Yeah, and said there's a lack of motivation on Morris's part, and then Morris accused them of not showing, Morris accused McCary of not showing up to work altogether. The group eventually had to carry on without him. And then he said he felt betrayed by the band and left the band. And then
that's when he became Boy to Man.
Well, his back spasms then became MS, right?
Oh,
So in 2024, they reunited, and I don't know if they're going to record anything new together, but they've had 8 or 9 albums. He's in a couple before he left, but they've had 8 or 9 albums since 97. And that was the song I'm doing now is their last top 10 hit. So that's clearly they kind of fell off everybody's radar. People, they still have their diehard listeners, but
they were massive, right?
They were massive, right? On Bended Knee and the one they
yeah.
did with Mariah
I
Carey.
remember reading something about like they were one of the only 3 bands at the time that replaced themselves at number 1 in the Billboard 100 top 100.
Yeah, I think On Bended Knee replaced I'll Make Love to You or vice versa.
And it was like Elvis Presley and somebody. They were the only one of 3. Elvis Presley and I forget who the second one was. That they fucking.
probably, I'm sure the Beatles at some point.
It probably was the Beatles, yeah.
Right.
And it's like Boyz II Men, the Beatles, and fucking Elvis had replaced themselves in the U.S. top 100. Like,
Yeah,
Can I
that's
just
my
say,
number 4.
everything you just said and Chris has said, I was more surprised that Chris told us a story that he was cranky. I can't see Chris cranky.
yeah. I got the sarcasm, bro. I got the sarcasm.
This is gonna suck when he gets there. This is fucking pretty good.
You can do this show without me.
Do you ever watch the Bob's Burgers when he's like, "Oh, fine, I'll go, but I'm going to complain the whole time."
Okay, fine, but I'm gonna complain the whole time.
Well, that's generally my reaction to shit. And then I get there and I have a great time. I'm like, yeah, that's actually pretty good.
This is actually pretty good. Well, that was gold.
But
I
go
am
fuck yourself.
forcibly doing this show tonight, but I'm having a great time.
Fine, we'll record. Fuck, this is fun. Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do tonight for the first fucking place, but none of you guys could fucking do it.
Audience, for just for everyone knows, I've been available every day. It's not me. It's not me.
Joe's free. Cheap and easy. All right, number 3. I'll move on to my number 3. We got totally derailed.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry,
My
we're talking
number
about music.
3
That's right. Okay, yeah.
is an R&B song, but it is also kind of a dance song. It was a club banger, so it skirts, but it is an R&B song, and it is Mark Morrison's "Return of the Mac."
Nice.
Oh, good song. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Return of the Mac.
I love this song. I got a few notes here on it. Morrison is quoted as saying, "When I wrote that song, it was all about moving from the negative to the positive. And that's how it turned out. Within a space of a year, I went from the lowest point of my life to return as the Mac and moved forward to what's become the highest point of my life." The reason, if you don't know about Morrison, and I knew this, but I had to get the exact details, the lowest point of his life was that he was in jail in 95. As part of a nightclub disturbance, he was sentenced to 3 months in jail.
Wow.
And then he recorded that song and went from prison to the top of the charts.
Good for him. Good for him.
Now, he hasn't clearly or officially made himself not an idiot, because in 97, he was given community service order for attempting to take a stun gun onto a plane. And then it was discovered that Morrison was paying somebody else to complete that court order on his behalf, and he was sentenced to another year in jail. So
I mean, he's an entrepreneur. I mean, he's trying to give somebody else some income, you know?
Yeah.
I don't mean to laugh at the guy's fucking problems,
No,
but
no,
holy shit.
Little side
Absolutely
project.
do.
Little
I
side
mean to laugh
project. Can
at
you
that.
complete this for me? Oh, shit. I returned as the Mac, and now I got to return to prison.
So in 2026, are we going to get return of the Mac?
Return to maximum
Holy
security.
shit.
Return to maximum
This song was
security.
really, I'm not joking, on my short list. I love this song. This song
me
is
too,
Absolutely.
man.
really
It is good.
It topped the UK singles chart a month after its release, then became a full European and Australian hit. In the United States, it reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. It peaked at number 1 on both the RPM Dance Urban chart in Canada, because we're weird, and the Billboard Rhythmic chart in the US, because you guys are weird too.
Fuck is that? Rhythmic.
Rhythmic.
Right.
First time I've heard of that one.
It should be noted that Billboard magazine featured Return of the Mac in their list of Billboard's top songs in the 90s. in 2019 and 500 best songs of all time in 2023. I couldn't find anywhere where it said where it actually landed. It was just on those lists. Stylus magazine, if you give a shit about them, ranked it number 40 on its list of top 50 one-hit wonders. Only one hit because Mark was back in prison.
Oh my God,
Dude. Learn from your mistakes, man. Come on, man.
wow.
And as an added bonus, I will say this. It was featured in a bunch of TV shows: Euphoria, American Crime Story, Bull, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Entourage, just to name a few. And two, I'm with you, Joe. I loved this song so much.
I do.
So
That's why it's number 3. I had the CD single, and it had a really cool a cappella version that I used to play for all my buddies.
Yes, you played it for me. Absolutely.
Fucking listen to this. It was so good. Stripped down before you could just strip shit down on your own. Now.
Yeah.
Or if you had a studio. But
I distinctly remember listening to that with you, and you fucking.
Oh yeah, I loved that fucking song. Right now, I try to tell you so. Yes, I did. Fuck.
So good, man. So good.
That's it. That's my number 3. If you have anything else to add, do it now.
Wow, we're still on 3.
Jesus Christ.
It was just 3. It was just 3. Just Boyz II Men and Mark Morrison so far.
Not my fault, just so you know.
No.
Carry on.
Yep.
What
All right.
did I say?
On number 2, I'm a little surprised that this band wasn't on Jimmy's list because I know he's seen them in concert. My number 2 is Don't Let Go by En Vogue. I fucking love this band. I love this group of girls. Don't Let Go, love in brackets or parentheses.
Yep.
It's on their 3rd album, and their first couple albums were really big when late high school for Chris and I anyway, with their other big tracks, right?
Yeah.
But this was on their 3rd album and on the Set It Off soundtrack, if you guys remember Set It Off.
I do.
Oh yeah, I do.
But yeah, released in '96. In my notes here, I have huge memories of this video for the song, which I do, right? So '96, I've stated in other episodes, I was on Dance Music Kick, a deep dive into Alice in Chains. So when I wasn't listening to Alice in Chains, 7 Mary 3, or dance music, my girlfriend at the time, who I was living with, we would have Much Music on just because we couldn't decide what we were going to listen to. So we just put Much Music on, and they were still probably like MTV in '96, still playing videos because everybody kind of got off the rails with all these side shows and no more music videos. And then those channels became garbage, right? In my opinion.
Oh yeah.
But we would have this on, and the Don't Let Go video was huge, right? So that's what really made me fall in love with the song. And again, I went out and bought the CD single. Strangely enough, this song was originally written for Aerosmith.
Wow.
And there was a whole bunch of writers that are credited to the song and that aren't in En Vogue. And I didn't write them all down because I was like, holy Christ, that's ridiculous. Like 8 people get writing credit for that song. Like how difficult was it? But
because somebody wrote the period in the sentence.
right.
It's worse nowadays, man. We talked about before. There's some songs now where they have 18 writers. Like, fuck you. What'd you do? You didn't do anything.
Right.
You did not.
Jenny from the Block, J Lo, has 32 writers to that song.
One writer for every word in the song.
She used to suck a little. Now she sucks a lot.
Right.
Sorry.
Oh my God, he doesn't say anything for a half hour. When he does, it's fucking comedic.
Golden.
Not a big fucking J-Lo fan, sorry.
Right. Well, it's because you haven't insured your ass.
Now you talk about En Vogue. I had 2 songs that were floating on my list. They're not honorable mentions or anything.
Right.
But Never Gonna Get It, Never Gonna Get It, Never
right, which just slides in, right? 90-91.
And then Hold On to Your Love. Those 2 songs were kind of floating on this list of 20 songs for a long time.
Yeah, I thought you might have them in there. So
yeah.
I knew you liked them or had saw them in concert, right? And maybe it's Jenny that likes them more than you.
My wife is a huge fan, and I enjoy them.
Okay, yeah. And I'm an OK fan, and I love this particular song.
Yeah.
I like those songs that you just said.
Yeah.
They remind me of late high school, early college, right? Where this is like
Yeah.
right in the middle of my many years in college.
Right? Or my many years in high school.
Sleeping on my couch in college.
Right. A few more years on someone's couch and maybe I'll graduate.
Right.
Anyway, to end this,
keep going.
Speaking of sleeping, so to end this song, Don Robinson, who I think is beautiful, does most of the lead for this song, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Maxine, one of the other girls, sings a bridge, and I forget the third or fourth girl. They all get a part, but Don sings the most of it. Yeah. Oddly enough, you just never know in this world. In March of this year, Don Robinson revealed that she's living out of her car. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I know where you're going.
So sad, right? Like you go from having a massive hit, being in a massive R&B band that's touring maybe the world, and now you're living in your fucking car. Like,
well, she was invited to the En Vogue tour, and she didn't do it because something or another. Unfortunately, life happens.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, that tour that I saw a year ago, she could have been on, but didn't go. There's obviously something else in the works, maybe, hopefully, changed her scenario. But yeah,
it's shitty situation, right? Like
she actually has revealed that she doesn't need to, but she wants to. She's living a non-traditional lifestyle as a choice.
Yeah,
she was part of healing and self-discovery.
Yeah, she was living with her family, and the family issues drove her to do that.
Maybe.
Still, it's sad when you get to that part, no matter what that case is.
Right. But yeah, so on that note, I will move on to my number one. If you have nothing more to add on,
good song.
So without giving my song away, my number one was released in early '98. So in early '98, my wife and I started dating. In the '87 episode, before you guys got up and walked away when I mentioned the country song was my number one. This is not country. Obviously, it's R&B. So in the '87 episode, my number one was our wedding song, the song we danced to. Okay. But our actual song is this song. Because this song was out when we first decided, and Chris knows the story, we were friends, and we decided to give it a whirl and decided to date. And all of our other friends were like, well, this is weird. And I was like, and not to give too many secret stories away, but I was like, let's not tell anyone. And she thought I was embarrassed to be with her, but I was like, if this doesn't work out, maybe we can go back to being friends and nobody else is going to feel weird around us.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course it worked out. We're 25 years in a couple of weeks. But anyway, this song is All My Life by Casey and JoJo. It was easy pick when we decided, when Jimmy and I were picking the topics and we did this. I'm like, well, that's number one. And so I told Katie, she's like, that's your number one. How quaint. I'm like, well, yeah, of course it's. She goes, well, yeah, we both love that song, but that's your number one. I'm like, that's my number one.
Just say, listen, I love you, bitch.
Right. Like, fuck.
I'm pretty sure I've made fun of you guys over the years for loving the song so much.
Right, because we both love this song. I
can't stand this fucking song.
Right, some people can't, right?
I don't like it.
Right, it's you either love it or hate it, and a lot of people don't like it. But for us, it was like so, like we just got together. It was a big, massive hit on the radio. Yeah. Of course, it's the North Carolina duo who were both in Jodeci. If you're familiar with Jodeci, and they split from the D and became Casey and JoJo. The song topped the Billboard Top 100 for 3 consecutive weeks. That's how big it was. Hit number one in 3 other countries, and those countries I didn't list, but I think they were Australia, New Zealand, and like Norway or something. But only top 10 in 8 other countries, and we're one of the 8 that it hit top 10. Didn't hit number one here, but it's a slow tempo love song that still warms my heart.
Well, it should. That's a beautiful story.
Yeah,
right. It's a good story. My distaste for it is because it got killed for me. It was one of those songs that when I worked at the bar that they would play at the end of the night when people would want to dance, and I just got fucking tired of it. Yeah, so then you guys you'd always play it.
Well, it's our song, right? Like we love this song.
Yeah.
I think it's sweet. I think it's sweet.
It is, but I still don't know.
And so that's my number one, but I do have a disclaimer that I didn't say at the beginning, but I'll say at the end. If you watch our show or listen to our show, you know that I had a real issue in the 90s solo females that I forgot Janet Jackson.
Wait, just in the 90s?
No, and then I forgot Janet Jackson's If when you brought up.
Right. She was in that 20 floating. Yeah.
Right. So I was going to include If in this list. But when I looked at the song,
you're a sneaky fucker.
No, and she's R&B, right? But this song itself fuses rock, trip hop, industrial musics with elements of new jack, swing, and hip hop. Now, it doesn't once say anything about R&B.
Yeah.
Even though Janet's clearly an R&B artist.
Right.
So that's my number one disclaimer. And anyone else that really knows me is probably surprised that I just did a 90s R&B that didn't have anything with Toni Braxton or Mary J. Blige, because I fucking love them. But these songs that I picked of the four overruled any of their stuff.
R&B is almost kind of like the term alternative. It's so broad.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so broad for most people, but some people it's very narrow. It's a very gray area.
Right.
You know?
But anyway, that's it. That's my four in the disclaimer.
It's a good list.
Yeah.
Really good list.
I think all of us except for Joe's were fantastic lists.
Yeah. I thought Joe's was good.
No, I'm just fucking
Dick.
What a dick.
Right.
No,
You guys didn't like my song. Katie's not going to like it. You didn't like my song.
I was good. If you hate this, wait until we get to 84.
Oh, fuck.
You know what? When Dink and I were talking about putting this together, we got fucking excited. We talked for an hour and a half. Oh, did you listen to this song? What about this song? And we weren't saying these are the songs we're gonna do.
No, the only one we did mention, and again, not to get another song in, we're like, so R&B, like no hip hop influences. We got to make sure we tell the guys. Well, what about no diggity? Like,
yeah.
Kind of hits both, right?
The hard rules we have with our shows.
I'm like, I'm not going to include it in mine. You're like, I'm not including mine. All right, we'll use that in the description when we tell the guys. Like no diggity.
If Bonham is a Canadian band, then fucking we're fine.
Right.
I always bring that up, Jimmy.
If Bonham is a Canadian band, then Garth Brooks is R&B.
Yeah.
Right. Right. All right, brother. Give us your closing.
All right, that's it. I think this was a great collection of songs. 90s R&B, like I said in my intro, was a pretty transforming time. Like everybody really fell for that music, or most people did. Like it was everywhere. And this was fun. You know what I mean? So anyway, we're Just Ranked. You can find us everywhere, but our landing page is justrankpod.com. You can find all our links to all our stuff, all the audio streams, YouTube, the socials. We also have a new show queued up that's dropping once a month, and the July show is out now, so check that out. But yeah, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a that grub, all the things that you ask for. Hit the bell like fucking AC/DC, as Jimmy says. And we'll be back next week with more Prince and less Casey and JoJo, obviously.
Right. Go rub yourself.
Or go fuck yourself. One of the two.
Rub one out. Do what you got to do.
That caught me off guard.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Go rub one out.
Love is important.
Rub love is important.
We like these long outros. Rub it.
Rubbing your love is important.
Just Ranked is researched and produced by the Just Ranked crew. Edited and mixed by Joe Burkle. Socials and marketing by DJR Media Services. Theme music by Blue Joker. If you're enjoying the show, please set your podcast app to download new episodes and help spread the word by leaving a review and tell everyone you know to listen.